Today we're going to be talking about the distance formula. If we start reading some of our vocabulary at the top, we're talking about a line segment. It's a part of a line that has two endpoints. So if I drew something like this would be my line segment. And it says the segment is often named by these 2 points. So if I labeled them, that would be segment AB. Distance refers to the length of a line segment. So what this is saying is how far is A from B. So if we're talking about how long a line segment is or how far apart those 2 points are, distance is the length of a line segment. And a segment bisector, it's a line that cuts a second line directly in half. That prefix bi would give us the keyword that we were talking about, half. And then halfway would be at the midpoint, which we'll be talking about later. So our distance formula is square root of x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. Now part of this formula should look familiar to us. We have y2 minus y1 and x2 minus x1, which we know we do when we're finding the slope. It says find the distance between the points and simplify radicals. So just like before, we'll label our points. First point is my x1, y1. My second point is my x2 and y2. I'm going to take my points and I'm going to plug into the formula x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. My x2 value is 1. My x1 value is -3. Remember that minus sign and the negative are two different signs and we need them both. Now to do my y's, my y2 is 7. My y1 is 1. So from here, I'm just going to simplify. Order of operations would go inside of our parentheses. 1 minus -3, that would give me 1 plus 3, which is 4 squared, plus 7 minus 1, which is 6 squared. 4 squared is 16, plus 6 squared, which is 36, to give me the square root of 52. Now they want the answer in simplest radical form. So what we have to do is we have to break this down. Make sure you watch the video on simplifying radicals if you do not recall how to do this. We're looking for our all prime numbers. So first I'm going to divide this by 2. I know that 2 times 26 is 52. And then 2 times 13 gives me 26. And those are all my primes. I'm going to go back under my radical, and I would have had 2 times 2 times 13. I'm looking for a pair. Get rid of 1, bring the other out. So 2 square root of 13 would have been my final answer. So again, looking at these next two is asking us to find the distance between each of the following points. We have R at 5, 1 and S at -3, -3. So first I'm just going to label my ordered pair. First point is x1, y1. Second point is x2, y2. Again, my formula, we have x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. When I plug in my x2, I have -3 minus 5 squared plus -3 minus 1 squared. -3 minus 5 is -8 squared plus negative 3 minus 1 is negative 4 squared. Remember, when we are squaring numbers, it's that number times itself. So you have to think a negative 8 times a negative 8 is going to change to a positive 64 plus a positive 16. And that will give us the square root of 80. So then again, I'm going to come to the side and I'm going to break it down. I have 8 times 10. 2 times 4, and 2 times 2. And then 10 would have given me 2 times 5. Put them all back underneath. And a pair of 2's. Kill one, bring one out. Another pair of 2's. Get rid of 1 and bring it out. The square root of 5 would stay inside by itself. I'm going to multiply my numbers on the outside and I get 4 square root of 5. For letter B, we're going to do the same thing here. x1, y1, x2, and y2. We're just still plugging into the same formula. 12 minus 0 squared plus 8 minus 0 squared. 12 minus 0 is 12 squared plus 8 minus 0 is 8 squared. That would give me 144 plus 64 to give me the square root of 208. Then again, I'm just going to come to the side and do my factor tree. That would give me 2 times 104. So give me 2 times 52, 2 times 26, and 2 times 13. So when I put them all back underneath, I have a pair of 2's, get rid of 1, bring it out. Another pair of 2's, get rid of 1 and bring it out. And then we're left with our 13. Multiply on the outside, and 4 square root of 13 would be my final answer. This time they're giving me a graph, and it's asking me to find the distance between the pair of points. Because it is not going horizontally across or vertically up and down, I cannot just count one unit and say this is 1, 2, 3, 4. We are on a diagonal, so that's not going to be exactly 1 unit. So what we have to do is we have to find the ordered pair. Remember, it goes x, comma, y. So to find my first ordered pair, I'm going over 2, and I don't go up or down any, so I would have negative 2, 0. My other point, I would go over 1, 2, 3, and down 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that ordered pair would be 3, negative 5. So now that I have the 2 points, this is just what we were doing. x1, y1, x2, and y2. So again, my formula is square root x2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. And all I'm going to do is plug in from here. Three minus negative 2 squared plus negative 5 minus 0 squared. This would give me 5 squared plus negative 5 squared 25 plus 25, a negative times a negative is a positive, is the square root of 50. We're going to simplify our radical again. So I know this is 2 times 25. My 2 is prime. And then 25 would be 5 times 5. When I put them back underneath, with a pair of 5s, I'd get rid of 1, bring the other out. So then 5 square root of 2 would be my final answer. Now the last example is a word problem. It says J at -5, 3 and K is at 7, -3. It's the diameter of a circle. Diameter goes straight across the circle passing through the center. So they're saying this would be my J and this would be my K. In the very first slide, we talked about length of a line segment referring to the distance formula. So if they want the length of the diameter, we need to use the distance to find out how far apart J and K are. So I have my points, -5, 3, and 7, -3. That would be my x1 and my y1, my x2 and my y2. So then again, all I'm going to do is plug into my formula. X2 minus x1 squared plus y2 minus y1 squared. These change to a plus, so I'd have 12 squared plus -6 squared, which would give me 144 plus 36, which would give me the square root of 180. Last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to simplify my radical. So I have the square root of 180, break it down. Once I'm at all primes, I'm going back underneath from least to greatest. And then I'm looking for pairs. Pair of 3s, get rid of 1, bring it out. That 5 will stay inside by itself, so we'll multiply. 2 times 3 is 6, square root of 5. So again, length of a line segment, we will be using the distance formula.